Hi, I'm Ellen Jaffe Jones, the author of Eat Vegan on $4 a Day. I'm also the Veg Coach. I'm a certified personal trainer and a certified running coach. I'm the assistant volunteer coach of our local high school girls cross-country team. I often run faster and longer than many of them, especially when they start out the season, but we are working on it and I am optimistic it's going to be another rip-roaring season. These are the awards I have won, placing in 5K races for my age group. It is about 3.1 miles. That's what a 5K is, in case you don't know. And this one was for finishing the Palm Beaches Marathon last year. That was my very first marathon. So I was the 5th oldest woman to finish that one. If anyone says, where do you get your protein and you can't get enough energy on a plant-based diet, I say, I don't think so. I think yes, you can get enough energy and enough protein to build strong muscles. So people ask, why did you write this book, Eat Vegan on $4 a Day? And there are lots of reasons. Mainly, I saw too many women loading up their grocery carts, weighing about 300 pounds, loading up the carts with Twinkies and macaroni and cheese. And the reporter would stick the microphone in front of their face, like I used to do, because I used to be a reporter, and the interviewee would say, you just can't eat well on a budget. And I got so tired of seeing all those stories that said you can't eat well on a budget, so I went up and wrote the book. I also wrote the book because my mom, my aunt, and both sisters had breast cancer. Most of the adults in our family had major heart disease and diabetes and also Alzheimer's. These diseases are all diseases of affluence and diseases of inflammation. If you eat a plant-based diet, you often don't have these diseases. And in fact, when we look to the cultures of the world where they don't have access to meat and dairy, we don't find diseases at nearly the rates we have in this country. It's only when they move to the urban areas where they can access fast food and junk food that their disease rates start approaching ours. So as I have looked at the research, I've been an investigative reporter, and all I wanted to do was avoid our incredible family history of disease. And as Dr. Neil Barnard says in the foreword to my book, I have no vested interest. This was all about me, if I may confess. I just wanted to avoid our family history of disease. So I feel like I've done the investigative reporting job of my life, trying to figure out, how do I avoid all this stuff? And it is so avoidable. I see it in my cooking classes. I see it just in my immediate surroundings of where I live in Florida. There's so much disease. And you almost begin feeling like, you know, what do I know? I mean, why is this happening to so many people and why not to me? Did I get all the good genes? I don't think so. So if there are any scientists or researchers out there who want to study me, I am just saying I am available. And I have actually looked at being a part of different studies, but unfortunately you either have to have the disease, like cancer first, to be researched. So there are a couple studies that I am in where you don't have to already have cancer, but I think we need to be studying people like me and figuring it out. What am I doing differently? What's working? Because I believe the answer is totally about the food. I have a lot of running friends who run and feel like, I actually have this shirt myself that says, I run so I can eat, or I run to eat. And yes, that can be true, but if you are stuffing your face with Oreos, and believe me, I know some people who do this, for lunch and for dinner, and they think they can get away with it. Running is not the panacea. Running is not the magic bullet. It can help a great deal, yes, but you still have to have what goes into your mouth and your stomach and your brain and your arteries 3 times a day being very healthy in their source, or else it will catch up with you. I know a number of runners who have cancer or who have had cancer or even heart disease. So as you age, too, this is very important that you keep a balance. I don't view that I am a crazed or obsessed person about this. I'm just energized. I love running races. I love the way I feel just being able to run. And when I started running a number of years ago, it was never so that I could compete. I only went to races because I found other runners, and it was just fun to join this community of people who are feeling really healthy. So I encourage you to get out there and do it and have a good time, whatever it is, walking, biking, swimming, just anything to get your heart rate up and to be energized. And of course, eating vegan on $4 a day, piece of carrot cake. Oops, I gotta run. So I'm Ellen Jaffe Jones, the veg coach and the author of Eat Vegan on $4 a Day. I'll be back soon with more tips.